Hello everybody, hope you are doing well. First of all, I just want to say sorry about the lighting in this video. It's the middle of the day and it is so dark in here, I cannot even. So I'm sorry if this video is just either way dark or I've totally overcompensated and made it too bright that you can't actually see what I'm talking about. But today we are going to be talking all about this beautiful thing here. This is my new handbag. It's not actually that new. I bought this in November. It was Black Friday that I got this, so it was a good couple of months ago, but I wanted to give it some time to really test it and just see how I kind of got on with it, because this is definitely a lot more than I would usually spend on a handbag. So this is the Kate Spade Harmony bag. It's the Harmony crossbody bag. So you have this really nice long strap on it, and then it's this kind of little bucket mini tote bag. I wanted a Kate Spade bag for so long, and there were just so many styles and so many designs that I could never make up my mind and pick one, but in the end I went for this, and I actually bought it from Choc because it was Black Friday and obviously there were some amazing deals going on, and I think I got 25% off with this, which is definitely a great thing if you can get it. I wanted to kind of give you a bit more of a review on this just because it is a slightly higher priced handbag, and I think it's always important when you're making the kind of decision to buy a handbag that is more than your average kind of Topshop or ASOS one, that you really think about it and sort of find a few reviews and go through them, which is definitely what I did when I thought about getting this one. So obviously I got it in black and I got it with gold hardware. I kind of wish now that there was a silver version, because I'm definitely more into silver hardware at the moment, as you can see from my silver jewellery. But I still really like it. I think you can still wear it with a lot of different things because the gold isn't that obvious. So it's quite a small bag, although you manage to fit a lot in there, as you will probably see in a minute. And I've just got this little pom-pom on the end. I know some people absolutely hate these, but I really like them. This one's actually from Topshop. It's kind of like a foresty green colour. I think it looks really nice on there. It does get in the way a little bit, and I do kind of knock people generally as I'm walking about, but never mind. The actual material the bag is made out of is very sturdy. It's quite rough actually. It has this rough texture to it, which kind of makes it very scratch proof and actually a lot more durable and less likely to mess up. And I do take care of my bags, but when you're out and about there's just nothing you can really do to stop it getting a little bit damaged. So if it rains, if you're bumping it against things. So I feel like this one has done pretty well. It still looks in pristine condition. It looks as if I've just bought it, and it hasn't lost its shape either, and I was kind of worried that it might sag a little bit, but I think because of this material as well, it's just really held its shape nicely, even though I've been stuffing it with way too much stuff. So this has just become my everyday bag. I just use this every day, I throw it on, and it generally tends to contain everything I need to go out and about. So I'm going to have a little rummage through this for you. I haven't actually even opened this since yesterday, and I had a full day in London yesterday, so there's just God knows what in here. So inside there's just this main big space, and then there's a few pockets on the side. One has a zip up, and then one is just a little card slot. I don't really tend to use those because I just generally tend to chuck everything into the main part. So let's see what's inside. The first thing actually that I'm going to take out are my sunglasses. So it is the middle of winter, I realise that, but it has been quite sunny. Although it's really cold and really chilly, it's actually been quite bright, and my eyes get quite sensitive, so I generally tend to wear sunglasses when I can. And I love these. These are from Prada, and they're kind of a tortoise. They're a tortoiseshell, but they're quite a different tortoiseshell. They're sort of a monochrome grey tortoiseshell, which I absolutely love. They're absolutely massive on my face and just everything you would want in a pair of sunglasses. And I actually have a nail polish remover in here. This is a really small little mini one. This is from Ciaté. It's the Mint Choc Chip nail varnish remover, and I actually threw this in my bag because I wanted to take my nail varnish off on the train yesterday. I'm not sure it actually smells like Mint Choc Chip. It definitely just smells like nail varnish remover. But I've never seen one of these little spongy ones in such a small pot, so I grabbed that, and it's really handy if you are travelling. I've got a dry shampoo in here. This is the COLAB London dry shampoo in one of the mini bottles. This is my favourite dry shampoo, and I actually brought this with me yesterday because it was raining, and whenever it rains my hair just looks really greasy. It may not be greasy, but it just tends to look a bit stringy and gross, so I always try and bring a dry shampoo with me if I know it's going to rain. This one isn't my favourite scent. I actually really prefer the orange one, which I think is Tokyo, but it smells okay. It's just a really great dry shampoo. I've got some gloves in here, total opposite of the sunglasses. These are from ASOS, and they're a pair of those kind of smart gloves, so you can actually still use your phone with these, which is just essential because you're either taking your gloves off and using your phone, or you can't use it at all. So I have a pair of those. I don't think I actually wore those yesterday because it wasn't that cold, and when you're in London and you're on tubes and things, you don't generally tend to need too many layers. Speaking of the tube, I actually have my Oyster card in here, Ooh, and a train ticket that just fell out. I got this little card holder in Paperchase. I think it's quite cute because it has the underground map on it. I'm not sure what stations it has on here. They're probably not that handy. So this just has my rail card in there, a picture of me looking a bit terrified, and my Oyster card is in here somewhere, although it doesn't want to come out. So that's what I use to get around on the tube. And then there's train tickets. So many train tickets in this bag. What do I have? I have a few blank ones. I don't know why. Most of these are just train tickets to London or Brighton. They're the two places that I generally tend to go. So I'm still using my Whistles card holder. I think I actually mentioned this in my last What's in My Bag video. I still haven't got myself a proper purse, but I actually think I prefer this. I tend to pay for everything with cards anyway, and I don't really use cash, so there is probably some change in the bottom of there, but this is my kind of go-to purse. So I've got my bank card in here. I've got, a gift card for Next Home. I need to use that. My favourite thing at the moment, which is my Cineworld Unlimited card. I just got all of these because I've just moved next to a place that has a Cineworld. And basically you pay something like £15 a month and you can go and see as many films as you want, which is just amazing, especially when it rains pretty much every day, all day. I've actually got a sample in here of the, what is this? The Jouer Luminising Moisture Tint. I didn't know that was in here. I'll have to give that a go. And more train tickets, and then that is everything inside this little card holder. I haven't really been that kind to this. I generally tend to just stuff as much as I can in it, but it's definitely holding up really well. It's not scratched, it's not stretched at all. So these Whistles card holders are great if you are after one. There's still so much stuff in here. I've actually got my passport. I don't generally tend to carry this around, although I think it probably was in my last What's in My Bag video as well. I haven't got a driving licence yet because I lost it and I've yet to get a new one, so I've been carrying this around for ID and things like that because I still get ID'd all the time, which is kind of frustrating, or kind of a good thing I guess, because people must think I'm younger than I actually am, which is always great. I've actually got it in this little Kate Spade passport case, which is so pretty. I'm totally repping the Kate Spade here. But this again was another sale purchase. I got this in the January sales, so I really like this. And then it's just my passport inside. I don't actually have anything interesting here. I think I've got one stamp, which isn't really even a stamp. That's from when I went to California last year. And then here is my embarrassing passport photo, which is actually the same photo as my train card. Okay, what else is in here? I've got loads of paper and rubbish. Actually, what are these? Oh, these are cinema tickets. We went to see the Revenant. I love Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm one of his biggest fans, but I really didn't like this film. It was very violent and very disturbing. If you haven't seen it yet and you're an animal lover, just don't do it. I've got my headphones in here. I usually tend to carry around at least 2 pairs because I always forget to bring headphones with me. And when you're on a train for an hour and a half, it's quite painful if you haven't got anything to do or anything to listen to. So I always make sure I have those in there. I have my keys. I don't think these have changed since I last saw you. In fact, actually they have, because I have a new house key. But the key rings have stayed the same. I've got my Disneyland one, my Paris one, and my Wimbledon little strawberry on there as well. A lot of the stuff left is just beauty things. I've got some more receipts actually for Starbucks, obviously. Let's just do lip products. Let's get them out of the way. Let's see how many I have. This is just embarrassing. I didn't realise there were this many in here. So I have 3 lip balms in here because, of course, why not have 3 lip balms with you at all times? I've got the Glossier Balm Dotcom, which I've been using a lot recently. I love this. I'm so excited that they were stocking this on Net-a-Porter because it's just impossible to get. I so want to try all their skincare products, especially the new cleanser they brought out, and I just can't because they don't ship to the UK. So this is the only thing I've tried so far and I absolutely love it. And then I also have a Clarins lip balm in here. This is the Instant Light Lip Comfort Oil. This is a really intense one and it's actually quite glossy too. I'm not a massive fan of glossy lip balms, but if I want something a bit shiny, I'll use that one. I really like the applicator in this as well because it's just absolutely huge. And then I also have my Creme de la Mer lip balm in here. This is one of my favourites as well at the moment. I feel quite guilty every time I use this because it's probably the most expensive lip balm out there, which is quite ridiculous, but it's kind of minty and really fresh, so it's a really nice one to use. Works really well underneath lipstick too. And then the rest of the lip products I have another kind of lip balmy one. This is from Clarins as well. It's one of their Instant Light Lip Balm Perfectors in the shade number 1. This is my favourite one of all the colours that they do. It's a really nice one if you want something quite subtle but still quite moisturising. I have 2 MAC lipsticks in here. I don't even know why. I don't really wear them that often. I have Velvet Teddy and Ruby Woo. Velvet Teddy is one of my favourites actually. It's a very Your Lips but better and a bit more dark and sort of brown toned. And then Ruby Woo is actually one of my favourite reds, so that gets chucked in there in case I ever need a red lipstick. And then the last two are the By Terry Balm de Rose Gold Lip Balm. This stuff is just so beautiful. It's basically the Balm de Rose lip balm but with these little gold pigments in it, so it's super sort of shimmery and pretty. And I'm not usually into shimmery lip products at all. I like them to be very plain and matte, but this one just looks so beautiful on your lips. I really like it, and it's very moisturising too. And then the last one is Tom Ford's First Time. This is actually my favourite natural everyday lip colour. It still doesn't look like I've actually used this because I don't like to use the side that says TF on it because it's just so pretty, so I use it from behind. But this is just such a beautiful, very dusky pink, natural kind of brightening colour. I absolutely love it, and the packaging as well, it's just so pretty. Probably not the best one actually to keep in your handbag because it does tend to fall off quite easily. I have found the lid completely separate from the lipstick occasionally, but I have to carry it around because I love it so much. I have a concealer in here as well. This is Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer. I don't generally tend to ever carry around makeup with me unless it's a lip product because I'm just lazy and I don't really touch things up. But sometimes if I have a bit of a situation, as I do right now on my forehead, I will take this one with me just to top up throughout the day. And this is just an amazing concealer for touch-ups, and just in general it's an amazing concealer too. So that is in my bag at the moment. And then the last thing in here, apart from loose change, is a perfume. This is the Laura Mercier Ombre Vanilla. I'm obsessed with this perfume at the moment. Darren bought this for me for Christmas, as well as a few of the other Bath and Body products, and it's just so delicious. It's actually a gourmand fragrance, which means it has a note of something edible in it, I think, and it definitely smells edible. It's so good. It smells like vanilla, but there's also something else in there that just makes me want to eat it. So I love this at the moment, and it's the perfect size to carry around. So that has been in my handbag recently as well. And that is it, apart from just money, loose change. How much money do I have here? £2.50. So that is everything inside my Kate Spade bag. As you can see, I managed to fit quite a lot in there, and there was still quite a bit of room too, so it's definitely very deceivingly big inside. It looks quite small, but you can fit a lot in it. So that is the inside. I also really like that it has this sort of little print in there. It's got the polka dot print, which is the same as the passport case, and I just think it's a really lovely bag. Definitely my favourite that I own at the moment. I think Kate Spade bags are great if you're looking to invest in something a little bit more expensive, a little bit more luxury than you usually would, but still nothing as extravagant as a Chanel handbag or something as crazy as that. I would love a Chanel handbag, but I'm honestly probably never going to be able to afford one. Never mind. I'm just really into Kate Spade at the moment. I think they're a really cute kind of quirky brand, and I love all their products. So that is my handbag. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. What's in my bag videos are definitely some of my favourites to film because I can just ramble about things inside my bag, and it's always a great time. So let me know if you enjoyed it, give it a like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe as well while you're there if you haven't yet, and I will see you all soon. Bye!